there is a case in the United States that people still believe was never properly solved. Some say the investigators made a mistake. Some believe they arrested the wrong person. And others think the real suspect was never caught at all. But what makes this case even more disturbing is that the evidence was always there, right in front of them. And somehow, it still didn't lead to the full truth. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression in Cleveland, Ohio, a series of horrifying discoveries shocked the city and confused investigators in a way that still raises questions nearly a century later. Bodies began appearing in and around an area known as Kingsbury Run. The victims were often dismembered, making identification extremely difficult. The brutality of the crimes led the press to give the unknown killer a name, the Cleveland Torso Killer. As fear spread through the city, one of America's most famous law enforcement figures, Eliot Ness, was assigned to lead the investigation. Ness, already known for his role in taking down Al Capone, launched an aggressive effort to find the person responsible. But despite raids, interrogations, and widespread pressure, the case became increasingly complicated. Several suspects were questioned over time, but none were ever definitively proven guilty in court. One man in particular, Dr. Francis Sweeney, a relative of a powerful politician, became the focus of intense suspicion. Investigators believed he may have had the knowledge, access, and psychological profile consistent with the crimes. He was even subjected to questioning using early polygraph techniques, which reportedly suggested deception.
However, nothing ever led to a formal conviction. At one point, Eliot Ness ordered mass raids on suspected areas and even burned down shanty towns where homeless populations lived, believing the killer might be hiding among them. Still, the murders continued for a period and then suddenly stopped. That abrupt ending only deepened the mystery. Some investigators later believed the evidence pointed strongly toward Sweeney, but was never strong enough to prosecute. Others argued that Ness may have focused too narrowly on one suspect, while overlooking other possible leads. To this day, the Cleveland Torso murders remain officially unsolved. No one was ever convicted. No final confirmation was ever made, and the identity of the killer is still debated by historians, criminologists, and true crime researchers. What makes the case so controversial is not just the brutality of the crimes, but the possibility that investigators may have been close to the truth, but never fully reached it. Even now, the question remains: did Eliot Ness and his team actually identify the killer? Or did the real person responsible simply disappear into history without ever being caught?